Look at, we still have a lot of people coming in, right? Wow.
Nicole was going to speak, I believe.
Go ahead, Nicole.
Who's ready out? Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm calling in from Arizona.
From Atlanta? Fantastic. Welcome, Nicole. Glad you made it.
Arizona, Phoenix.
Oh, Arizona. Fantastic. Even better.
Thank you.
Susie from Pennsylvania.
Welcome, Susie. Glad you made it.
Rosie
Go ahead,
from Bedford,
Rodney.
Texas.
Rosie from Texas. Welcome, Rosie. Glad you made it. Go ahead, Rodney.
Good morning, all. I'm Rodney from Ogden, Utah.
Ogden, Utah is in the house. Fantastic. Glad you made it, Rodney. Fantastic. All right. Unfortunately, we're out of time, so I have to hit some buttons here. And if you didn't get a chance to say hello, that's okay. You'll have a chance to say hello next week. We've got to get going. And we already got the live running. Yes, perfect. Okay, so welcome everybody again to the RRR247 and direct-to-consumer ambassador. We have so many names, so many hats that we wear right now. We have so much, but RRR247 and direct-to-consumer ambassador, that's the mother of everything that we do, right? Everything is related through those two titles. So for all of you new folks, congratulations. You found a wonderful place to be. We're going to share some great things with you tonight. You see, when I get excited, when I see the Floridians start logging in, because that's where I'm at. And Linda loves to see the Ohio, how do you say Ohioan? Ohio. She loves to see the Buckeyes roll in too. So that's fantastic. Listen, I've been in this industry for 34 years now. 34 years ago, I was a young dad who came from the landscaping and construction world, building homes, that hurt his back, went back to school, being aviation mechanic because I had to change careers. But I went back to school with a wife and 3 kids. It wasn't going to be easy. I knew that. But I knew that it was something I could do and accomplish. But it was while I was in school that I was exposed to this industry. And I've seen it many times before. My ex-wife was, sold everything from Avon to undercover wear lingerie. And I thought it was really nice things to own and have. I'd never seen it as a career level income for some reason. I was just missing something there. I didn't understand the whole plan. But when I was in school, we got introduced to something that really got my attention. I really took a good look at it. And I thought, wow, there's a lot to this industry I don't understand or I didn't know about, and I want to learn more. I think we should get involved with this. And if we can make an extra 500 or $1,000 a month to spoil the kids a little more on the weekend, I was all about that, right? I'm back in school, and it's not just tough on the dad when you're going back to school. When you got kids, it's tough on them too. And everything that I did, I went from this guy who was working 16, 17, 18-hour days in the construction world that barely got home to give my kids if I have dinner with them if I'm lucky, but it usually was give them a kiss on the forehead, tell them to brush their teeth and go to bed, tell them daddy loves them to get up and start another day, right? And a lot of you dads out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We were missing out on so much. So when I seen this industry and I thought that I could find some extra money to spoil my kids on the weekend, I dove into it. I wanted to learn it. I want to get involved. I learned as much as I could about the products we were promoting at the time. And I put forth some effort before school and after school to help get that phone ringing, the old landline on the 27-foot long cord. I'm sure a lot of you remember that. Just to get that phone ringing and promote the business. And we easily hit our goal and hit that extra $500 or $1,000 a month, our very first month of business. And when we did that, it made me truly take a very deep look at this industry and what we were getting involved in. And I knew there was more here than I was, learning about in the material that I was reading and the stuff that I was looking at and listening to. So I decided, I looked around and I found a meeting that was happening a few hours from where I was at in Pennsylvania. And I decided to drive out there and meet some of these folks that were involved and find out what they're doing and how to build this business. And when I got there, I see a lot of people walking across the front of this room, in this meeting room, that were making incredible amounts of money, right? More money than I had known anybody making in my entire life. And as they came across the room and came around the other side, I stood up, shook their hand and congratulated them, kind of let them, get a little familiar with my face because I knew I was going to go bug them at the dinner later that we were having, right? And I actually did that. I went up to each and every one of those people that came across the stage and across the front of the room. And I asked them, if I could ask them a couple of questions on what they did and how they built their business. So I was kind of like interviewing everybody to try to find that common thread, those things that everybody knew and understood they were doing. And here's what I found out after talking to each one of them. These people were from all different cultures, all different education levels, all different occupations, but they all had one thing in common. They found something magical and they got a hold of it and they ran with it and they created incredible incomes. And here's the big difference. The one common thread between all of them and me, and that's all everybody in this industry and you right now, if you're brand new. Ready? Write this down, Patricia. The only difference between them and me was they were doing it longer. There was no other difference. There was no other secret. They just put in the time and they put forth the effort and they made it happen. And most of them had no marketing skills, no sales skills, no background in this industry whatsoever. They just believed in something. They plugged into the system. They followed the steps of the people in front of them, and they built incredible income. So I went home on a mission. I said, that's it. I'm a big believer in this. What one man can do, another man can do. What one person can do, another person can do, right? You guys hear Rory say this all the time. If he does ABC and does XYZ, then you should be able to do ABC and do XYZ, right? Because what one person can do, another person can do, as long as we know the blueprint. And I'm that kind of person. Show me the rules, show me how to play this game, and then I'll play it by the rules, and I'm going to put forth more effort than anybody else. And that's exactly what I did. Went back home. I dove into it. I became a student of this industry and a student of the system that we were working at that time. And I gave it everything that I had. I finished school. I went to work at the airport. I was only there for about 8 months at the airport, right? That my dream job after spending all this money to be able to do that. I was working my dream job and I was sitting, I got up one morning and I looked at my wife and I said, you know what? We're making too much money at home and having too much more fun doing it. I'm going to go in and give that guy my 3-week notice. And I did. I went in, Patricia's laughing. She already knows what's coming. I went in there and I gave him a 3-week notice because I was a new guy and I came with all these letters of recommendation. He said, man, if you're serious, you can go home today. I got this big smile on my face. I shook his hand and thanked him emphatically, grabbed my toolbox. I went home. I've been home ever since. I really dove into this industry and a lot of unbelievable things happened. But here are the two most important things that happened for me. One, this opened up doors that I didn't even know existed, right? One, it gave me complete time freedom. Now I've got all the time in the world to spend with my kids. I went from the dad who was missing everything and lucky to get home in time to dinner to the dad who could put them on the bus, take them off the bus, go to every football practice, go to every volley, because my son played football from the time that helmet was bigger than him all the way up to high school. I had a daughter that played volleyball, so I went to the volleyball practices and all those games. I had a daughter that was a cheerleader. I even went to cheer camp, and I was a dad with the pom-poms on the sidelines, being silly and making everybody laugh because that's who I am, and I got time to spend with my kids. I don't even know how many other people were laughing, but I know my kids were laughing, and anytime I had a chance to put a smile on their face, that's what I did. And then one day the high school said they needed a coach for the bowling team. They were joining a travel league. Guess who raised their hand? Became the coach of the bowling team, right? Because I had 2 kids that wanted to be bowlers. They got on the bowling team. They needed a coach. I raised my hand. Why? Because I can. 2, I love bowling. But 3, I had the time freedom to do so, and it allowed me to spend even more time with my kids. And that trophy that you see back there, that was their first year in the league, and they took first place. I love taking a youngster that throws a lot of gutter balls and just give them a couple little lessons, and they get it down the middle of the lane one time. They don't even have to get a strike. If they just knock down a bunch of pins, they turn around, jumping up and down with that big smile. You know what I mean. I can tell Patricia knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's the greatest feeling in the world, and I got to spend more time with my kids. So the first thing this industry gave me was time freedom. And everything I could do for my kids, I did. Anything their hearts desired, anywhere they wanted to go, anything they needed. I never had to say no or maybe next week ever again. The second thing this industry gave me was financial freedom, like I've never known before. We hit our goal that first month at 500 to 1,000 we needed. The second month, I decided I was going to double that, and I did. I hit it. And every month after that, I kept saying, well, if I can do that much, I'm going to double it next month. I can do that much, I'm going to double it next month. I was working like a man on a mission because I was a man on a mission. I wanted to give my kids a better life that I could give that I've ever dreamt of, even for myself, right? I wanted to teach them how to be entrepreneurs, work for themselves, and dream bigger and have anything that they wanted in this world. They just went out there and put forth effort to do it. And they did. One little piece to the story most people don't know. My son started working for himself when he was 9 years old. He's 30 years old today. He still works for himself. He's never had a job in his life. Even when I thought he wasn't paying attention, he was paying attention. So remember that, parents. Even when we don't think they're listening or watching, they are. So financial freedom is an incredible thing. What does that mean? That means how many parents go on vacation and swipe that card as many times as we have to make sure the kids have a great time. Because when the kids get back from vacation, what do? They go tell all their other friends how great their vacation. They all, and they're comparing the fun that they had, kind of. I made sure my kids had a time in their lives. But how many times do we do that and they get home and open up that credit card bill and go, oh my goodness, I can't believe I spent that much money, right? The guilt set in as soon as we opened up that envelope. Because of this industry, I never felt that again. I could swipe 2 cards as many times as I wanted to and make sure those kids had a great time because I had complete financial freedom. My bills were all paid. There was a lot of excess. I could give those kids whatever their hearts desired, make sure they appreciated it and understood it, and how it got there. They weren't spoiled. I called it SP oil, right? But I gave them the best life I could give them. They're grown. They're having babies of their own. Now I just Dina and I get to travel around and spoil our grandkids. I'm sunburned today. You see all this red all over me because we just went to the beach with my son and my 2 grandsons and played football and frisbee and dug holes and did all that crazy stuff that the young kids like to do. Now I'm the grandpa instead of dad raising his kids. I'm the grandpa that gets to go dig holes on the beach with my grandkids. Why? Because I can. And I absolutely love this industry because of it. It's been a great, unbelievable thing. When I first got involved, I was a very young entrepreneur. I needed a voicemail system that could handle a lot of volume. I wanted to advertise all over the country in those top 300 newspapers all over the country, and I wanted to do it at the same time. I was already doing a mail order program, but I wanted more volume. When I told everybody what I needed, they said, oh, you need to go talk to Rory Rickard. Rory Rickard is the guy to go talk to. Go talk to Rory. I'm like, okay, who's this Rory guy? I call up the company. I ask for Rory. I get Rory on the phone. Right away, I meet this young guy, and I mean, almost right out of high school. Had a lot of energy, a lot of passion. He loved sharing what he put together, but he also had something I've never seen before. He had a love for mass communication. I didn't even quite understand, but I'd never seen anybody talk the way he did before. He gave me the voicemail I needed. I threw all the volume at it I could, but here's what else he threw into that voicemail system that he added in there with that techie brain of his, right? As I built a network of people around the country, I could put a message on that system and shoot it out to everybody at the same time. We're talking 10, 15, and 20,000 people shooting it out to them all at the same time. Today, that doesn't seem like anything. We've got the internet. We've got so many different forms of technology that we could do that with. But guess what? This was 1991 and 1992. The internet didn't exist yet. We didn't even have cell phones. We had none of the technology that we have today, but we did have this kid named Rory that had a love for mass communication and helped us get things out there in a big, big way like nobody else could show us before. Then something magical happened, the internet, right? In 93, 94, the internet happened. The internet's going in everybody's homes. It wasn't just for the military or the big companies anymore. It's going into everybody's homes. We're putting them on our kitchen counters, if not our home offices. But remember the monitors this big, Melvin? It took 2 people to carry it in the house? Yeah. We are all online now, and all of us entrepreneurs want to do something, but that's when Rory really found his niche. He left Ma Bell. He got online. He became one of the first gurus on the internet, and he specialized in lead generation. What did all of us entrepreneurs that he was in contact with need to build our businesses online? We needed leads. We needed people to talk to. There were other lead generation companies out there, but nobody, I'm telling you, nobody knew how to do what this guy knew how to do. He couldn't produce the quantity of leads he could produce, and they couldn't produce the quality of leads that he could produce. He became the #1 lead generation company on the internet. And guess what? He still holds that title today. Nobody can touch what he knows how to do. And he's been doing it for 3 decades, right? By the time anybody even tries to figure out what he's doing, he'll be 3 more decades ahead of them. The #1 lead generation company on the planet. The only difference between now and then, he doesn't sell them to the public anymore. As a matter of fact, he doesn't sell them at all. What does he do with them, you're thinking, right? If he's the #1 lead generation company, he gives them to you. That's his investment into you to help you build your business. You'll never have to pay for leads here. And one promise we will make you, you'll never be able to say we don't have enough leads to help you build your business to wherever you're trying to get it to. That will never happen. We have the number one lead gen guy in our corner behind the system, always working 24 hours, or not 24 hours a day, maybe 22 hours a day, 7 days a week almost. It feels like helping us and bringing forth all the technology and all the leads and the system that we need to hit whatever our goals here. What else did we need back then? We needed a website. That was big, right? We needed a website that explained the business that we are a part of, that we could send people to where they could read it. And if they were interested, they would ask us to call them. Instead of me calling 10,000 people, I could drive 10,000 people to the website and get a certain number of those people asking me to call them. There was other people out there building websites. They were getting like 1 in 25 visitors that were wanting more information, all the way up to 1 in 50 visitors wanting more information. Rory put his first website together. Guess what? 1 in 10. We all thought that was incredible. It wasn't good enough for him. He tweaked it, made it better. 1 in 5. It's amazing what he knows how to do. And guess who's teaching you how to build that kind of a business? Yep, that guy. So I got to know him really good over time, right? I went down to Miami, met him there at an event we both attended. That's the day I shook his hand and looked in his eyes face to face. It wasn't just a business relationship turning into a friendship over the phone. I got to go down there and meet him. That's the day I looked in his eyes. And Patricia, he's that person who looks you in your eyes and never looks away when you're talking. Why? Because he's interested in what you got to say. He wants to know how he can help you. That's who this guy is. I knew that day I was going to be a part of his life somehow, some way. I just want to be a part of his life. I had no idea what was going to happen. I had no idea how big it was going to get and all the wonderful things that we were going to accomplish. But I knew he's one of those good people that I wanted to know for the rest of my life, right? Turned into be a lot of magic along the years. It's been 3 decades now. We've done incredible things. We've raised our children, and now both of us are spoiling our grandchildren. It's a beautiful life, and nothing more passionate in my life that I love than to take this system that he put together and built and we have developed and grown into other countries and pay it forward and teach other people how to do that. I sleep so well at night. My dreams are beautiful every single night because of what I get to take forward to the rest of the world because of Roy's dream that he had 30-something years ago. It's a beautiful thing. But guess what? There's more than just him. He's got a partner. There's a co-founder. There's another person involved. After meeting him in Miami, I got to fly out to Utah to meet his wonderful wife, Tanya. I walked in the door. I met this young lady raising 7 children. I had 3 at the time, and I thought that was a handful. Raising 7 children, running several other businesses, and helping Rory put this together. And he's training the people and helping them build while he's using that creative mind of his and doing more marketing and bringing more people in. The most organized person I've ever met in my life. And that's why it was all able to happen as easily, as quickly, and as smoothly as it did. Tanya, watch Dina and Linda's face. Tanya organizes every minute and every hour of every day, of every week, of every month. And she's got things scheduled for 2 years down the road already. And you know what? They will all happen on time, without a hitch, as planned, and it'll go smoothly. And that's why these two together can accomplish everything they do. I knew when I met them and seen them together that first time that they complement each other's skill set, right? They were going to become a power couple in this industry, and I knew it that day. Jim Rohn said something to me at an event one day, when he asked me what I wanted to do. I said, I want to be known as that guy that helped a lot of people's lives. And he said this: the true legends in this world now are the people who find the ways to help the most other people. Those are the true legends on this planet. To me, that was the definition of Roy and Tanya, but also the kind of guy that I wanted to be, right? Something that my wife and I strive for today. How many people can we help have a better life before we're done? Which isn't going to be for at least 30 or 40 more years because we're 60 going on 40. Right? It's a beautiful thing to be a part of. These are 2 people that you guys are getting in business with. They get up every morning, have that cup of coffee, and they have a meeting and they say, what can we do to make it better? What can we add to the system to help Wayne and Patricia and Nancy and Renee and all the new people build their business? What can we do to help them make more money, hit their goals, maybe quit their part-time job, eventually quit their full-time job. What can we do to get out there and spread over the planet more and get in every country, on every continent, and give every family a lift up everywhere we can find one? One family at a time. We want to change this world. That's who you guys are getting in business with. So if you're looking for a place that you can build incredible income to give you time freedom and financial freedom, while you're also helping other people along the way with their quality of life, you have found your home. And all of us here, Dina, Linda, the people you're going to meet, we all welcome you with open arms. There's a lot of people in here that are training constantly, every day, every week, to help anybody that needs help. And that's the team that we have built. So now, without any further delay, and I know we started a couple minutes after, that's what I went a couple minutes longer too. I got to learn to stop doing that. Maybe we need to have a little signal this time, because I see him over there now. Without any further delay, this is somebody near and dear to my heart, because he started off as a business associate, turning into a business partner, turning into a good friend, turning into my best friend, and now turning into my brother. I call him and his wife my brother and my sister. I know their kids, they know my kids, and life has been great. This is our co-founder, the brain, the techie I was talking about a minute ago, Mr. Rory Rickard. I know you're having a hard time sitting still in your seat these days, because there's so many great things happening, and I know you're going to share some awesomeness with these folks tonight. So the microphone is yours. Don't see you yet, but I know you're here.
I'm here.
Microphone is yours. Take it away. There you are.
So I've got awesome stuff to cover today, and I'm gonna just put this out there. I randomly picked somebody's site to work on. So Bruce and let's see, it's I think it's Bruce and Rhonda Caravu. I'm gonna look at you guys here really quick. Hold on. So I hope, are you okay if I modify your site? I'm gonna add Bruce. I'm gonna put you on. I just randomly pick somebody, and Bruce. I hope I'm saying that right. Caravu.
Yeah. That's
So
Caribou.
I picked your site to modify. I'm gonna do something new on it. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. So and by the way, I was browsing your site while I was getting all the new members up to speed, and you've done some good work on this. So I was very proud reading that, going, yeah, he's getting it. All right. So everybody, big news today. And it's Niall talks about how I get things to convert better. That's who I am. And we've been working on the Velavita products, and Velavita has been doing great, even without a special video that did the heavy lifting. And it's because I've been testing things and getting it out there. And, when we create these videos that do the heavy lifting of marketing, it's not something that just gets knocked out initially. You've got to really understand the objections, the questions, the problems that are going to come up there, and then you got to present in a way that answers all of that. And it's got to be in something that keeps it entertaining, keeps them going through it, and gets them to buy in on the process, to get them to buy now versus later. It's marketing them properly makes sales order taking. And today, I meant to do it Saturday, but Saturday got, like, last week was such an emotional awesomeness. Things got pushed out, and we ran out of time, right? Time is always ticking by. So I'm doing it today. I want you guys to pay attention. Bruce, I'm going to put it on your site so people can see it done. But we have a brand new video for Velavita, right? Our top anchor offer. I want you guys to see this, but this video is to be placed on your biohacking page. You can place it on other pages as you rewrite things, but this is meant for the biohacking page. Now, this video is something you can let anybody, family, friends, share it on social media to your page. You guys, this is going to help get the message across. Okay. Now, it's 50 minutes long. More than half of that is the actual company videos that we also have on our pages, so they can see them there. But you guys, this is exactly what we've been proving out. It gets amazing results, and we're having people join at the ambassador level, influencers. They're getting it. Okay. And you guys, this is what we want to lead with. Now we're going to really be blasting out that biohacking page and advertising and stuff going forward. I'm also going to let you guys know on housekeeping. Okay. Big dates to mark down. Okay, obviously every Tuesday, you guys, we are rolling out something massive on April 20th. We will have a virtual event after our normal training. There are so much things going on. We cannot stop our training that we do on Saturday mornings. There's too many things coming out. All right. We're making a lot of things modified and getting ready for April 20th. So we're doing that on the Tuesdays and the Saturdays. April 20th is a Saturday. I'm giving you times in Eastern from 3 o'clock Eastern to 6 o'clock Eastern. It's a 3-hour. We're going to do a lot of training up to this, but it's going to be a 3-hour virtual event. Okay. And we are going to be teaching and rolling out amazing things, covering all the new aspects of it. So you guys realize what you're part of. It is a big upgrade for RRR247 from A to Z. Okay. We're talking incredible steps going forward for everything we do in email marketing, SMS, all the aspects of what we do in this business. April 20th is a celebration, launch, and a virtual event that day. 3 to 6 Eastern. You want to be there. All right. And you want to make sure that all your students are there, instructors. We want to make sure that we reach out to a lot of people so they know what's going on. This is one of those things that is going to allow us to make even more money for the same work we're doing. We put together an amazing solution on some aspects so we can get people to those amazing numbers where they can do this full time. We've got a plan in place to get people making $500 a week to $1,000 a week quicker than we've ever done before. And we've had people do it now, but we got a sustainability plan. You guys, we got things so lined out. And I'm going to tell you, there's a whole new process we do on the instructor and training people to go through things. And so what I'm going to do today is cover those. So yesterday with the instructors, we rolled out what's called the new flow. The flow. It's the new flow. And that's now the flow we use for everybody. So everybody here, I want you to go through the new so that you're totally current on what we're doing and the directions we're going in. Now, the best way to have you go through it is have you actually go through the instructor training so you can see and hear how we work with other people. What I'm hoping this will show you is that we've made it super easy compared to anything we've ever done before to grow teams here. We have 1,000 to 2,000 new students coming into RRR247 every day to find out how this stuff works. We don't have enough people to talk to them. We don't have enough trainers to get on a hold of all of them. So we deal with those that we can get a hold of. First come, first serve. And we have so much capacity to help other people. If you want to learn how to do your PBS even better and how to do the marketing, train somebody. Teachers become the best students. And it helps you grow your left team and the right team in Bella Vita, helps you grow all the other business aspects that we have here in just an amazing way. So I got homework for everybody. I'm going to put it down below and I'll hit enter when I'm done. But first, let's do this change. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Here's Bruce's website. And what I'm going to do is we're going to go to health and fitness, and we all have a biohacking or a biohacking a better you page. He put that photo on there. He's made some great changes in here. I've really been impressed. The one thing on here that I just got to tell you, Bruce, because I'm here, is this right here shouldn't really be on this. This right here should be either down at the bottom is the only thing you have down here. But you want to make sure that it looks like an index, not a sales page. And this breaks it up. And we want it to be an index like listed. So when in doubt, look at 1f16.com. So I'll go there on the same one, health and fitness. We have a paragraph on the top, and then it's listed out. No extra umps or anything like in there. You want to keep it very clean. Okay, so Bruce, I asked you to modify that. I can show you here. I'll do it on this one. That's a great sales thing that should be on the page, but not on this part. And you also did the same trick. And so you want to go through all your categories, Bruce, and you want to unbold it. And then you also want to have a lead to it. So and I'm showing you guys this. I picked this randomly. I saw this. You've done so much work. Very proud of it. But we want to fix a couple of things here. So we're going to do that today as well. I'll come back to this. But you don't want to bold anything. When you bold anything that's a heading, it does the opposite effect. It unbolds. And we want it to be bold. We want it to stand out. especially on the call to action. What this is called the call to action, so is this. And then right here, I think you should add this right here. We're gonna unbold that. Oh, actually, we can bold this. I'm gonna check the spacing. We can bold this because we're gonna take this and we're gonna make it a paragraph. And now this right here, we don't want this on any of the category pages. So Bruce, you want it to look just like this, all alphabetical, all top to bottom. And then like here, Biohacking a Better You, that goes that's great. And then we want to have a leading, I call it a leading question. You want a little bit more on this too. Like this this brain food's too small too. So you want to be like this, and that's going to go to your biohacking page. So let's say a little bit more. You want to have a couple of sentences so it shows what it is. Okay. Now this, again, this one's just a little bit short. We probably want to put like one more sentence in it. Okay, just a little bit longer. And you know, this one's great. This one's great. That one's great. This one's great too. Like everything else is pretty good. But you want to make sure it's clickable here and then clickable there. And then I just smoothed that out for you, got that off the bottom. So take that as a thing, make sure all your other ones are done. Now I'm going to hit update. I'm going to click on the Biohacking a Better You, and I'm going to open the link in a new tab. And I also notice you're missing the translation. So for those that haven't done it, RRR247.com, translations. And this is in our training. It's going to be more streamlined in the training we do too, but I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go to Google Doc page and I'm going to grab that code. And this is in step one. It's part one on step one is to do this. I'm going to go here, Bruce, and I'm going to go back. That's your health and fitness. That's your health and fitness page. I'm going to exit that because we've already saved it. I'm going to go into your appearance and widgets. And you got response magic there, which is great. I'm going to hit plus, and I'm going to put a search because you should have a search on this as well. We're going to move that to the top. Then we're going to do a custom HTML. So I'm going to type HTML. I want this. I'm going to paste that code that I just did, and I'm going to put that right above response magic or below the search, and I'm going to hit update. I'm going to go down to right content bar. You got the search and the response magic. That's perfect. I'm going to hit the custom, paste that there, move it up right above response magic and update. Now I'm going to come here, visit site. And now that's that translation tool, which is good for us to do in international marketing. You got the search bar there. And if I click on anything else, the other one comes up. So Bruce, that's up to speed where you want to have it. And then you've got this awesome little contact us thing here. Make sure that's on every page, but no category pages. So on your posts and your offer pages. But on your posts, like on your categories, I'll pull up this other one here. Let's see. Yeah, you want to take this off there. And this, you kind of want to have 3 items in there, but you'll work on that. You got 2 there now. You want to add 3. I recommend the meat. But again, go look what I have on mine, which is 1f16.com. You can get some ideas, get that thrown in there. But you've done a lot of work. And I just want to see you gain from it, get Google AdSense. But this needs to go off all your category pages. And somewhere that got confused, Bruce, you probably heard it on a training, but it needs to be on. We don't want to put it on the contact. The category pages are just for navigation. Okay, now here's your biohacking page. And you did a great job on this, by the way. Great job. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to add to it on the top, put a call to action, and give them a reason to do more. So I'm going to hit edit page. This is ready. And I'm going to come over here, and this is the biohacking page. This is RRR247.com/biohacking, no hyphen. All right, and I'll go ahead and put this in chat. And when you click on this, you're going to come down here, and here's the HTML code for the page. And we got this: become a customer, become a member. This thing right here. And if I copy this, I want to show you. It does a weird thing with the message. You don't want to use that. Okay, you don't want to use that. Here it is again. It's just weird, right? So don't copy that. You can copy this, become a customer, become a member. We're going to change that in a second. Based on the video, when you listen to it, I tell them to click on become a customer, become a member below it. So you want to put that right below it so it matches up with the verbiage of the video. Okay. Now, if everybody uses the same thing there and that's all we use, no one's going to get in trouble. It's not copying things. That's fine. Become a customer, become a member. We're saying it the same way. The rest of your stuff, though, needs to be unique and different. And we need to have a lot more words, which you've done a great job of. Now I'm going to come here in this heading spot. I'm going to come here and I'm going to make this HTML. And then I'm going to go to the biohacking page. And I'm going to click on this link right here to get the HTML code. There it is. It's in a Google Doc to share. This is how we do it now. I'm just going to highlight it, copy it, come into his page, paste it there. And then the next thing I had to do is I copied mine over. Those are my links. I don't want you to have my link. I want to use your link. So I'm going to go here. Oh, don't have it there. Let's see. Go here. There we go. I'm going to grab your username. I'm going to go to customer and just change it from United to yours, and United to yours on this one, and save and update. And then I'll go ahead and preview the page. And that's what it looks like. So people go there, there's a video, and it's where you want it right on the top. This video is 50 minutes, 11 seconds. They watch this video. Don't be surprised when you get a customer or a member. This video does the heavy lifting. This has taken me some time to get compiled and how to explain it. And I did it in a style that's been working really well for me. And you can, for like we do the other stuff, but this video does the heavy lifting. Now, there isn't a very bright call to action on the front of it. I might modify that down the road, but I did test, and this has the stuff that's on there. People have an interest in what biohacking is. The second they play this, they get a C.
We are so excited to be sharing Bella Vita and the incredible biohacking products it has for us with you. Biohacking involves...
Oh, you guys can all watch that. It'll escape. That video, when you watch it, it shows everything and the complexities of the business plan and everything to make a choice, make a decision. And this is amazing. Everybody needs to have it. Now, there's not a way for me to give it to everybody already. You got to go put it on there. So that's the message we want to put out there, is to cover the biohacking. We'll cover it a few times. I'll probably bring it up again on Saturday after I finish the changes I'm doing on the category pages. But this is the video that I've been working on to get us so we can actually send people to it and get going. Now, I put it on the biohacking page. We can create other pages around it. We'll talk about this, but we want to send a lot of marketing to the biohacking page. A lot of marketing. And the ads that we want to place on that need to be a little bit more succinct. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that in just a second. All right, let me get through this. So there's yours, Bruce. I gave you some help to help you get the Google AdSense underway. Hopefully you take that, get that done. I'm very proud. I was reading this. It goes, I mean, you've done some really good work. And just yeah, keep going, but make those little edits. We got that translations on there. You got the biohacking page on there. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close that down, close that down, close that down. The translations I did for you as well, that's done. That's that. There's the HTML code for the Velveeta, thing. I know that some of you guys, there's a way to center it. People like to center it. There's other code that people put out. I know. Actually, I probably should put this on here. Let me see if I can find that really quick. Our MSI Andy, who's very technical, his technology skills always impress. I think he put it in here. Let me see. I meant to add it here, Andy. So now I see this on here. I'm going to I know I saw you put that out there. Let me go see. There it is. I think I found it. And I believe I can space that right there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that on my Rory 3 page. Run my updates. Okay, let me go to my biohacking page. And I don't even have it on mine. See that? I got this older video that needs to go. So if you have this older video, we want to scrap that. That was one of the first ones we did. It did effectively well. I mean, we've done really well at this company in general, but this right here, I'm going to put the code in and I'm going to move it up. I'm going to grab my links. Actually, I probably should grab it from become a customer. I'm copying my own link code over there. Open a new tab. I'll come back to that. Open a new tab. And then I'm going to make them both headings. Heading 2 is fine. I want to center them. So that's done. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what that code looks like. It's centered, which is what we did. But sometimes it's if you need a line at center, sometimes you get squampus, goes to the left, goes to the right. I'm fine with that where that's at now, but it's there. But I did put that on there because Annie did that. So if someone needs the code, there it is. And perfect. Now I needed to add this to mine anyway, so it's there. Now I'm also going to show you under my, so that page I can mark it. Now I want to push this out there. Now when I send this out to people to look at, it's more impressive. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Facebook, and I like to market my Rory 3 page when I market. I market 1F16 a ton, but I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. And I'm just going to go here and just put, I'm going to create a post. There's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and I could add to the post, but I just need to put a where's that? Let's see, V. So it's just kind of going down. I'm gonna go next. And I do want to put it like I'll sit on my main one. That's fine. I should put on this one too. So it's there. Then I come here in the comments and I'm going to paste my link. Oops, that's the wrong one. Copy this. That's it. And I just do that post out there like that. It's good. And I'm going to post this other places, that's social media, right? I want to put it out on Instagram and post it with other pictures and stuff and put it out there. But my biohacking thing, I want them to go to it. And the thing is anybody that goes to that, right, they're going to pull it up from the social media. That counts 10 to 1 versus internet traffic. It helps get everything going. But that video does such magic things. So you guys want to watch that video yourself. 15 minutes, you're going to like, oh my gosh. And this is what you want everybody to do. You know, remember, marketing them properly makes sales order taking. This is marketing them properly. Guys, we nailed it out of the park. Wait till you start using it. Big difference maker right there. And I'm going to show you some more things on the posts. Let me see. I can close this down. I'm going to close that down. Close that down. I need that page on there. I'm posting that. You guys got that already. This is on the 1F16 page. Like, you guys want to see what's going on, it's there. Now I'm going to tell you, we're going to be making some more edits, some more changes as we get ready for April 20th. Now back to the dates. I'll come back here for a few little bit. April 1st. Bruce, I'm going to have you come back on for a sec. You can unmute. There you go. Did that help you a little bit?
Yeah, that was great. Yes.
Okay. So go make those edits as you go down there. Little things like that. They're simple to get done. Make sure you reback them up, and make sure that your all things page and your main category, they say it differently. That's the new thing we're doing right now. I'm right. Doesn't matter. They're navigation pages. They can be copies of each other technically, but we're going to get thrown out because they're told when they're checking our pages for Google AdSense qualifications not to have copy pages. They shouldn't care about navigation, but you know what they do? It's not worth me being right and putting a stink up. We'll just comply. Sometimes it's just not worth it. What's it hurt? Nothing. So just do the extra work, call it good. And there, Bruce, you got that. Get that biohacking page out there. Now I'm gonna bring up some more. Thank you so much. Make sure you got that. I was led to do your page today. I'm telling you, it just stood out. I'm like, I'm doing that one. So that was fun. All right, guys. April 1st, April Fool's Day. I already expect to see some stuff from Andy Perryman. He usually does something on that day. But April 1st is the founder's call. And you guys, I was on with Costa today. I kind of get privy to things ever since, Tanya and I got promoted to the North American Master Distributors. We get to know things ahead of time to kind of get things ready and kind of be ready for the boom that comes with it. And I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I'm going to tell you this. April 1st is going to be, it's just another boom. Really? We're getting that too. And awesome updates. You guys, I'm going to tell you guys something that I found out, which is pretty remarkable. I'm going to tell you that in a second. But the so that's the founder's call. Then our next event is May 5th. Okay, we have Punta Cana, end of April. That's the 25th to the 28th. You guys, we have a lot of people in the running for that. You guys just better be keeping on it. keep going through your pipeline, reach out to your students, make sure they understand where things are. I mean, you guys, where we have Bella Vita right now, I need everybody to understand, if you're not a member with a locked in position to grow with your team, you're missing out on all sorts of potential and possibilities all the time. That's true fear of missing out. That's true FOMO. So now that we've got this righted, we got a new presentation, we got new ways we're marketing it, we got the legacy income system that we teach our instructors how to utilize. We have figured out how to grow Bella Vita faster than ever before. We know these products sell. We know they generate consumable purchases, which is our residuals. We are solid. Okay. So as you go through those presentations, get in as a member, lock in a spot, because your instructors that are working, they're going to be bringing that momentum. And once you get placed on the right or the left from that point forward, anything the team brings down that right counts as your right too, or your left, whatever side you're on. That's the team helping you build. That's letting us rise everybody up. That's why we fund the marketing so well, is because if we rise everybody up and get people doing this more and more full time and beyond, we just help more and more people. We cannot help 1 million families like we want in our vision if we don't have a lot of people being successful so they can help us help other people. The resources to help the world is having instructors, people paying it forward that are doing very well financially so they can afford to pay it forward. They can afford to put their time there versus something else because it's worthwhile and rewarding and covering our needs and our desires and our futures and our everything, right? It all has to gel together. It does. Better now than ever. Okay. And April 20th, you're going to see that the tools that we're giving you, the updates, is to make it even better. Right? We have a very awesome financial stake with everybody in RRR. You're our partners. We're investing in you constantly. Well, part of that investment is bringing more and more technology to make our time more valuable in the work that we're doing and the marketing that we're doing, and using technology everywhere possible and high touch in the other places. Creating the processes in place to make that work. Okay, so May 5th is the next big date. And I think that's going to take place at the Founders Call, because there's big announcements happening on that. And you guys, Costa always does it so big. And this year is super freaking big. All right. Now, we were going over some promotional stuff with him before, and he threw out some ideas. And then, you guys, massive. And it's all building on one after another. So the promotion we get in April, we just keep building our business. We know, I mean, the announcements coming out in May. Oh my gosh, guys. And we're going to be doing host parties in various parts of the country, getting, where we can do watch parties with leadership and another event to get people to, whether it's in a small hotel room, it'll be in some people's homes. So we'll have check-in points. Okay. Now, South America is going to have 500 people here, 500 people here, 500 people here. We're happy having 10, 20. We get it. We can be cozy. Normally, we would be getting everybody together like in Orlando. But this year, Tanya and I are going to be coming from stage in Mexico. So we want to have you guys just pair up in other areas. So we need to get all that stuff done. You're going to be hearing some more information about it, but plan on that. So look at your calendar. Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. Mark that day. That's going to be a RRR247, and that's a Bella Vita day. All right, and we'll get everybody on, right? And we'll be coming on the watch parties, and before the watch party, right? We're probably gonna have everybody get on this here, right? Everybody come on. We'll cover some stuff, and then we're gonna all break off and go join that party and from the different watch points and everything that's there. Okay. Somehow that's going to be organized. We're going to get that word out there. So that's the other date on there. Now, you guys, there's a lot coming in June. There's a lot coming in July, but we know that at the May 5th event, we know that a few things are going to happen. There is something really big coming in April. And it's something that I personally have been waiting for, because it helps us getting students in and going. It's just one more thing that makes it better. And we get that on April 1st. Okay. And we know that on May 5th, we're going to have the announcement of when and where the event will be in the fall, probably September. Okay, now you guys, my birthday is September 20th. All right, so I'm going to put this out there. I hope it's on my birthday. I'm turning 50. How cool will that be to be with my entire RRR247 family in an amazing place near South America? It could be Costa Rica. It could be Punta Cana. It could be Panama. I'm voting for that. It could be one of these places. This is why we keep telling you, get your passport. We're going to expand your taste, your horizons, and we're going to travel to beautiful places in the world where we can go and visualize bigger plans and bigger successes and bigger dreams and goals happening. Traveling the world is awesome, especially when you have money. So you want to have something to strive for. We are going to be setting everybody up here even better than we have before to create that great weekly income, that great residual income, those multiple streams of income. You guys, things are just getting better and better here. More and more professional, more figured out. And as things adjust, so do we. We know what's happening in the future, and we know what we got to do to advance us to be ready for that. That's what April 20th is about. So if you're brand new here, welcome. Get ready for awesome stuff all the time, constantly adding things, but it'll be overwhelming until it's not. Once you get the skills down of the performance blogging and how we do the ads and all that stuff, it'll get better. All right, let me go back to that. I'm going to post some more ads somewhere just to give you guys an idea. I'm going to go to classifieds for free, even though I go there a lot. I'm going to renew my ads. Also, guys, I'm on like way better internet here. Now that I'm back in the States, way better. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, the view was beautiful, but it was driving me nuts. All right, so I'm going to go to my ads. Now, I cannot stress this enough. It comes up all the time. And if people are struggling to see their Google AdSense grow, we got to look at the way you're doing your advertising and also the articles you're writing. And I'm going to tell you, after April 20th, we're going to get back on track on producing more and more articles that bring stuff in. So I'm going to put another one while we're doing this. And so I go to my ads. I'm here. I'm going to post an ad. And you guys, there it is. I'm going to put the link in, Biohacking a Better You. Okay, there's something like that is even fine. And now the category is important. Now I can go to beauty products, which is why I do it a lot. I can go down to and all these other things like I could there's other areas you can put it. I can do it miscellaneous. I'm actually going to do it in, I saw it in here. I'm going to do it in healthcare. Okay. Put my email in that I use. There we go. There's my ads. And I so need to put more in there. I mean, you guys, I used to have over 300,000. I'm gonna get back there. So I'm gonna hit renew all ads. You guys saw me do this before. That's a good one. These are starting to get views. I'm gonna refresh it again, but these are starting to get more and more views, guys. You want views. Views that equal hits. Remember, this is a free place. We're priming the pump with it. But the best headlines are the ones that attract people, right? We want the headline to attract them. And then after that, it comes down to what the description is, right? Okay. The whole thing is to lead them there. Like if they want to lose weight, they can go check it out. And it just biohacking is causing incredible things for tens of thousands already. Visit link below for details. That's it. Right now, everything I do, it all comes down to A, B, C. A, the headline has to be grabbing. The headline doesn't attract them. This doesn't matter. Now, after the headline attracts them, then it's about this. And we don't want to give them all the details, spell it out. No, the description is just to tease them enough to get them to click on the link. They click on the link. That's all we care about. Then our page does the rest. Okay. So now I come down here. Apparently we can do images now. So I'm going to choose a file. This is where I go to my Dropbox, right? And I'm going to go into Dropbox. I'm going to go to the shared files. I have so many. Let's see. There we go. See, we have some other ones. Let's see. Okay, so that's uploaded. So put that image in. Let's see if it works. The images have started showing up, so I'm excited if it does that. While that's posting, I'll come over here. Those are successfully renewed. And I can literally come here and post another ad and do two at once. And I like to show you guys the efficiencies I do because, while I'm going to be doing stuff and working, I like to post as much as I can during that time I'm going to post. So here, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go into another headline. I'm going to go announcements. Yeah. Now, the thing I like about this is that biohacking video we did covers all of it and also covers the weight loss, the stomach. It's an all-in-one solution. Okay. But yeah, even though I'm going to work on the youth, and yeah, we have a youth page, I could definitely go to that. But I'm telling you, that biohacking video covers everything. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to drive everything to that biohacking page. That biohacking page, because of that video that I just gave you guys today, that is my number one focus when it comes to marketing Bella Vita, is that direction. All those other things that people can look, I can post them in specific things, but that page, it shows off everything in the right way. And when they get the information that they're watching that video, it's going to open their mind up to everything else we have. It's done on purpose that way. So I'm going to come down here. I'll, I like the youth, the before and after stuff. I'll come down, look at the images I have. Let me see how this is working. Yep, that video is showing up, that picture. Great. Now I'm going to post another one that went in the US, and I'm going to just go outside the USA. I'm going to hit, actually, I'm going to hit all of them. Because if they go there, we at least have the tune, right? I'll just hit them all. Like, what does it matter? I'm going to hit all the countries. And as I hit all the countries, and I'll go back, hit all the states, I'm going to post that everywhere I can. Now, this one I'm going to do a little bit bolder. So it's announcements. That's what it is. I've got this. I've got that. I want a different image. So I'm going to come down here and upload an image. Choose file. And we're going after the youth. Any of my email in there. And I have got responses. They come back to me from this, so I like to put that in there. So there's Algeria. I'm going to keep posting. Argentina. This is definitely like a fishing thing, but this is something I'm doing. I can't really call anybody. It's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm pushing this out there. So you guys are going to see this done. That's where it's at, and I'll just tell you this is it, right? Where am I at on this one? United States. Did I already post? Oh, it's posting. That one's posting. That one's posting, and I'll just get these done tonight. That's what I'll be working on. All right, let's go back to here. Let's stop my share. We're done at the top of the hour. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's open house for Brain Food Academy. So be on there. Sheila will give you updates. You guys, by the way, April 20th, absolute official launch for Brain Food. All registrations freaking live. We start pushing that out and a lot more behind it. And we've really restructured it to where our instructors and you guys, everybody that's here can make so much more money with the changes we made. April 20th is big, but this is what I tell everybody. Don't wait to see the changes. You want to get going. If you're not an instructor in training yet, get there. Learn. Sometimes you got to see this stuff over and over again. And also instructors get access to a lot of things ahead of time. So it helps you build. And then you get to hang around people that have been doing the blogging longer and you can learn more from being around that. Just get into the instructor training. Even if you're not ready for it yet, just be around it. Be around it. You're going to learn more things on how to build your business here. All right. God bless everyone. I think I gave you guys all that stuff.